You're about to confront a truth almost no one wants to see. Manipulation is silent, insidious, and shockingly effective. It creeps into your life unnoticed, reshaping your thoughts, your feelings, and your choices. By the time you realize it, it has already embedded itself in your mind, dictating your actions and quietly controlling your reality. Most people believe manipulators are strangers or obvious predators. They're wrong. The people you trust most are often the ones twisting your reality without you realizing it. A friend who always knows what's best. A partner insisting they only want what's good for you. A coworker who constantly guides you. These are the masters of subtle control, and they don't need to raise their voice. Have you ever left a conversation feeling guilty for no reason? Confused about what just happened? Questioning your memory or judgment? That is manipulation. And today, you're going to see the 7 signs that reveal it, step by step, in a way that makes it impossible to ignore. Sign 1. Guilt disguised as care. The first sign is guilt disguised as care. Manipulators make you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. Every time you say no, set a boundary, or take time for yourself, they inject shame. You start thinking, maybe I am being selfish, even when you are not. Picture this. A friend invites you to an event, but you can't go. They respond, "Oh, I guess I don't matter to you," or "I just wanted to spend time with you. I thought we were close." At first, it seems harmless, maybe even caring, but repeated over weeks or months, it conditions your mind. You begin apologizing for your choices, bending to avoid their implied judgment. Your freedom to make decisions shrinks without any explicit confrontation. A partner may constantly remind you of what they've sacrificed for you. "I've done so much for you," they say. "Can't you just compromise this once?" They frame the narrative to make you feel indebted. Your decisions are no longer your own. They measure your worth by how well you meet their expectations. You feel trapped, always compensating, always apologizing, always bending. Even compliments can be weapons. "You're such a caring person, I know you'll understand." Sounds nice, almost flattering. But underneath is a subtle pull to do what they want. Every compliment, every gentle push, trains your behavior. You do it willingly because you believe it's for the greater good. Sometimes the guilt is layered into social pressure. Imagine a friend group where your absence is highlighted. Comments like, "We all went, but you didn't care to join," make you question your loyalty and value. Small, repeated nudges like this slowly mold your actions and priorities. You begin to bend to avoid minor criticisms, eventually internalizing their agenda. You think guilt is just emotional? Wait until sign 2, where they attack the very way you perceive reality itself. Sign 2. Strategic confusion. Sign 2 is strategic confusion. Manipulators create situations that make you question your memory, understanding, and perception. Confront them, and suddenly they act puzzled. "I don't know what you mean. I never did that." You start wondering, did it really happen? Were you imagining it? By the 3rd time you apologize just to end the conversation, a coworker misinterprets your emails on purpose. You send a simple request, and they respond as if you insulted them. You question your tone, your wording, your intelligence. Over time, you rely on their interpretations rather than trusting your own judgment. They control how you see your reality. At home, a partner denies things they clearly said or did. "I never said that. Are you imagining it?" You keep mental logs, second-guess yourself, and eventually stop confronting them. Your confidence erodes, self-trust diminishes, and you internalize their version of events. Strategic confusion isn't just personal, it spreads in groups. A manipulator subtly shifts narratives to make you appear unreasonable or forgetful in front of others. Friends, colleagues, or peers begin doubting you. Your perception depends more on them than on yourself. You are conditioned to rely on their interpretation as the default, making them the center of authority in your life. This technique escalates over time. Small incidents build cumulative doubt. Each carefully placed denial, each subtle reframing, chips away at your certainty. Before you know it, you are second-guessing every decision, waiting for validation, and prioritizing their version of reality over your own. First two signs attack your guilt and mind. Sign 3 will target your emotional stability in a way that hits deeper than you expect. Sign 3, silence as punishment. Sign 3 is silence as punishment. No yelling, no argument, just withdrawal. Messages go unanswered, faces turn cold. Conversations stop abruptly. The goal is discomfort. The silence presses on you, anxiety creeps in, and every passing moment becomes a tool to bend your behavior. You feel the need to fix it, explain yourself, reach out. You replay every word, every action. You bend, apologize, and seek approval, all without a single word from the manipulator. That absence is precision control. They don't need confrontation. You condition yourself to prioritize their moods. In romantic relationships, a partner may ignore you for hours, even days, after minor disagreements. You obsess, imagine scenarios, adjust behavior to regain favor. Every pause trains submission. Every delayed response reinforces dependency. At work, silence is equally effective. A manager or colleague withholds feedback, guidance, or information, creating stress and uncertainty. You overcompensate, second-guess your work, and bend to expectations you've never been explicitly told. Silence is not empty. It is a controlled weapon. Silence can even escalate to social settings. Friends may notice tension, leaving you isolated, yet you carry the burden of restoring the relationship. Each pause and each quiet moment magnifies influence. You learn to anticipate moods, adjusting behavior before any issue arises. Silence bends your emotions. Sign 4 attacks your words, turning your own voice against you. Sign 4, twisting your words. Sign 4 is twisting your words. Every statement you make is potential ammunition. They twist your meaning, reframing your intentions to appear unreasonable or selfish. Your voice becomes cautious, measured, and fearful. You say, "I'm feeling overwhelmed," and they respond, "So you're saying I don't help enough?" During a discussion, they paraphrase your opinions, making you seem extreme, unreasonable, or ungrateful. You edit everything you say, fearing misinterpretation. Even subtle reframing in groups counts. They present your ideas differently, so others misinterpret you. You adjust words preemptively, walking on verbal eggshells. Manipulators can also use exaggeration. A minor statement is amplified, turned into a pattern of bad behavior over time. You begin to self-censor, anticipating how your words might be weaponized. Your voice is no longer free. It is monitored, calculated, and contained by them. You might think this is only verbal, but sign 5 manipulates your empathy, making you complicit in your own subjugation. Sign 5, chronic victimhood. Sign 5 is chronic victimhood. Manipulators act fragile, wronged, helpless, not for empathy, but to control your reactions. They make you responsible for their feelings. A friend says, "I can't believe you do this to me," when you've done nothing wrong. Instinctively, you fix it, apologize, and smooth things over. You prioritize their emotions over your own, surrendering autonomy. At work, a colleague portrays themselves as overwhelmed, making you feel compelled to intervene. You pick up tasks, adjust your schedule, carry their emotional load. Each act reinforces their power. Some use prolonged storytelling of past hardships to guilt you into compliance. They create a narrative of helplessness where you are the caretaker, the responsible party, the one who must act. Each interaction strengthens their control. Sign 6 escalates manipulation, attacking your independence itself. Sign 6, creating dependency. Sign 6 is creating dependency. Manipulators want you reliant on them emotionally, socially, and professionally. "You'd never handle that alone," they say. Small, subtle suggestions make you question your ability. They isolate you from other support systems. Each decision deferred strengthens their control. Your autonomy shrinks, and their grip tightens. Over time, you seek their advice constantly, verify every choice with them, and rely on them to interpret reality. They have effectively become the center of your decision-making, quietly taking command over your life. Sign 7 isolates you completely, cementing their control over your entire social world. Sign 7, slow, silent isolation. Sign 7 is slow, silent isolation. Gradually, they pull you away from anyone who could offer perspective. Friends, family, mentors, all subtly pushed out. Doubts are planted. They don't understand you. They're selfish. "You can only trust me." Your world narrows, perspective shrinks, and influence dominates. You spend more time with them, less with anyone else. Your mental, emotional, and social dependence is complete. Control becomes total, yet almost invisible. Reclaiming power. Awareness is your first weapon. Recognize patterns. Test your reality. Reflect on choices. Set boundaries. Detach emotionally. Diversify your support. Reinforce self-trust. Speak clearly, deliberately, and when necessary, leave. Some relationships are toxic beyond repair. Walking away is ultimate control. Manipulation is real, deliberate, and everywhere. Spot it, anticipate it, neutralize it. You no longer react, you act. You no longer doubt, you decide. Power is reclaimed, discipline enforced, presence owned. If you want to stay sharp, spot manipulation, and keep your mind unshakable, hit like and subscribe. Because clarity is power, and power belongs to those who stay aware. Think carefully. Which signs shape your life without you noticing? Break free. Reclaim control. See clearly. Make decisions that are yours alone. Comment the sign that hit hardest. Take action. Stay vigilant. Stay aware. And never let subtle control slip by again.